Yeah, yo! What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dashing. We back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel review. Today we're gonna be doing the third Gauntlet from our True Draco run. So that's right, we're gonna be checking out another 4 replays. So we already have 3 Gauntlets so far on the channel. So that's a total of 12 replays for the True Draco deck that we are doing. I noticed a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTubers have have like a deck profile, right? And they show you a bunch of replays. But I think what the people want to see is how consistent the deck is doing, or they want to see the deck in action against more opponents, right? More replays. So you kind of get a more in-depth feel of how the deck is supposed to run with certain scenarios, certain situations. So we got 4 replays here just to add to your experience, basically. So the first replay we have, what is this? Flofal? Like a Flofal deck? Interesting. I've never played this deck before. Like, I remember doing the actual game, but I do remember when I saw the cards, I was like, what am I supposed to do here? I don't know. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out the replay, see how we did. Hope everyone's having a nice day today. And without further ado, let's check it out. So we go first. We get a very bad hand. So this is a very bad hand. All we can do is just summon Dino into another Dino. And then draw 2. Ooh, we do get Demise. So we set Desires. No, we activate Desire. Interesting. And we still use Demise. So, my god, we were able to turn that shitty hand into something good. So we have, I mean, our board is kinda whatever. We have Monarchs, which is really good, and Apocalypse. But other than that, no backline protection. And only 2 mons. Let's see what he does. He goes to Wind Twister. Unfortunately, he's able to pop our Monarchs. So lucky for him. We chain, get additional resources, 2 cards pop. We don't activate the effect, which means we can still pop something. We do get return, meaning the discard we did with Maiden will come into play. We can bring that back in for some Apocalypse Fodder. So when I saw the Frightful Patchwork, I knew he was gonna do some summoning shenanigans or some fusion shenanigans. And he summons this Daredevil, which basically says if it destroys someone's, you can inflict 1k. Yeah, that's basically it. And then you can inflict 500 for each frightful monster in the graveyard if it's destroyed, I guess. So, yep. So, I guess there's some graveyard effects going on here. Another frightful fusion comes up. Poly gets returned. He goes for another Poly. He fusions that for the Sabertooth. What the hell does this thing do? When it's fusion summon, target 1 frightful monster in the graveyard. So he's probably gonna summon the fusion card. If this card was fusion 3 materials, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Interesting. But I don't think it was. So he summons back the Daredevil. And then he goes for the sheep. This is something I thought was interesting. It says if this card battles, your opponent cannot activate cards and effects cannot be activated until the end of damage step. So when this one was summoned, is its effect negated? Because I was still able to activate Apocalypse there. So I activate Apocalypse, I pop the card, he suicides to Ignis, special summon, or no, that's 500. Our turn we get nothing basically. Okay, we use Disciples, return 3, draw 1, we activate Um, we activate Return into Apocalypse just to do more damage with the attack. Okay, so you did notice that, right? When I did go for the attack, the card light up. What was that? So that was the sheep. So meaning its effect was in play where I can't use trap cards anymore. I'm assuming that's what it meant. But it didn't happen earlier, which was kind of weird. Now I did kind of turn my auto response off at this point, just so that, you know, the game would go a bit faster, which is actually a horrible misplay on my part, since he goes battle phase, he goes for the attack, and since the plan was for me to half his attack before he enters the battle phase, but since we didn't have it on response on, we're not gonna be able to activate Apocalypse there. I still use Apocalypse to pop the card. Summon. It doesn't matter, we pop it, but it has an effect where it can special summon another one. So it special summons itself. Wow, that card is kinda annoying, huh? But he decides to scoop. So yep, solid game. Okay, let's check out the next duel. Sky Strikers, okay. No DPE. But he's using Slash Draw? What? What? Is this some OTK deck? I know they use this for OTKs. For each card destroyed instant. Is that what this... Because yeah, it's not the traditional Sky Strikers. It's some hot garbage slash draw variant. Interesting. Well, let's see how that went. Alright. We go first. Our hand is pretty bad. So yep, we just summon and set 3. We do have some crowd control here. It's just that I really should... As soon as this happened in game, I was like, I really should just activate Warlord straight from the get-go so that, you know, he can't really use any kaijus against us. But yep, we lost. We are definitely a lot more vulnerable now since we don't have monarchs on the field. So fighting Sky Strikers, that's going to be very scary. Okay, he pops that. He goes for the mech to negate. He activates so he has like 3. Okay. So he was trying to use a lot of spell cards there, so this can get the secondary effect. Pop 1 mon, pop another backline card. So he pops Rivalry there. So if you look at the board state, right, it's 3, 4 versus 3. It's gonna be 2 if we summon Dynamite. So I'm like, fuck it, let's just go. Let's attack. And hopefully he doesn't have another kaiju in hand. Okay, I activate, get more resource. That's fine. I activate Monarch Syrup, but he negates it anyway. When that happened, I was like, okay, whatever. Whatever, dude. He gets Ray. Yep, he's gonna normal summon Ray. I thought he was gonna get control over Dynamite. Why didn't he get control over him? Yeah, negate. If you have to take control of it until the end of the phase. Interesting. I thought that was the purpose of it. I don't understand what happened there. But anyway, he goes Kagari. He gets the maneuver again, pops my card. Ooh! Ooh! Wow. So basically what happened there, he fucked up. This isle, the middle isle, is already negated due to the imperm. and then he activated it in that pile, we would have lost that game basically. He would have popped Dynamite and our Monarchs, and then we would, you know, True Draco can't really make plays with it unless we drew. If we drew hard, what's that card? Demise, then we could have won that. But other than that, it's gonna be very unlikely. So our next game is Dark Magician. As soon as I see this circle, I'm like, this is the Dark Magician deck. That runs Skill Drain. Ooh, Floodgate Dark Magician. Triple Judgment. Triple Imperm. So a lot of negates. Triple Veiler. Triple Ash. Wow, this is like no maxi. We're just full negates. Negate, negate, negate. And then 2 nibs. Oof, that's some. It does look really bricky though, right? Could you imagine drawing like a lot of these cards, chicken game and whatnot? Okay, so there's gonna be some hot garbage again. Alright, see what we got. We go first. Oh boy, our hand is kind of shitty. Hopefully, we don't get negated. Give us the demise, finally. That's so good for us. We may have auto lost if that didn't resolve. So he probably has Veiler here, but not Ash or Imperm. We go Duality. Do we go for the Skill Drain? Yep. And then use Disciples as the tribute and turn. We have Skill Drain, so we can just activate this first. Yep, we activated for that. And then we can just Skill Drain the next for the next response if he does go for an effect. But as soon as I see this, I was like, okay, it's Dark Magician. And then he sets 4, and I'm like, what? I don't know Dark Magicians roll like that. Offer return for Dynamite. He activates Gozen. I chain, activate the effect. So he actually activates Imperm on Dynamite, which is fine because I think he should have just negated Maiden, because this way I'm gonna be able to get resource for Dynamite and Maiden. So we get the trap card, negates, and the monster card, and then I go for water. Pop the Maiden. Dark Magician with Floodgates. Very interesting. So he discards the card. We get more card advantage. It's also a good way to thin the deck so we get our mons even faster. He summons the Dark Magician, which banishes Dynamite. Maybe I should have went Judgment there. Maybe. But I guess I wasn't aware that that was gonna happen. I thought it was just gonna be destroyed or something, but that's fine. I can just use Monarch Stormfront here, tribute the Dark Magician for my own Dynamite. Do I go Dynamite here? He goes Judgment, I go Judgment, he goes Judgment again. Which means he is within range. I can just summon one of my mons with Apocalypse, pop the card, go for a direct attack, and that's game. GG, it's dashing. Alright. These games are going by fast, and this is gonna be just 3 turns. So what do we have here? Sword Soul? What? We beat Sword Soul in like basically 2 turns. If we went first, right? If we went first, we beat him in 2 turns. If we go second, we beat him in 1 turn. Sword Soul? Is this Adventure? Sword Soul Adventure. Ew. I didn't know they used that. Where's the... Okay, the Enchantress is there. Okay. So instead of going the Tenyi engine, he just goes the Ecclesia with Adventure. Adventure Sword Soul. Okay. Yeah. The extra deck looks kinda non-standard. He doesn't have the... Oh no, he has 2 of those. Okay. Alright. Sword Soul for the last game. Now, did we go first or second? We go first. Do we have a good hand? The hand's pretty good. We'll probably get a continuous card with this, but I just get diagram. What do we pop here? We pop. We pop the demise. Interesting. We go heritage. Offer it for Ignis. Use demise. Get another 3 cards. Activate disciples. Oh no! I just activated for the sake of activation. Our board is nothing. We only have like 1 monster negate, and we do have good follow-up next turn with the diagram. We have a lot of potential follow-ups with that. So you go Sword Soul. So as soon as I summoned this mon, I already knew my play was always gonna be use Strike on Baron. So we're playing it as if we don't have any checks to his combo. I definitely want to strike Baron. Yep, summon Baron. We strike that. No more Baron. He can attack here, but he's only going to do 100. That's fine. I can pop one of my cards to get Dynamite, pop return. Yep, get Dynamite. And then offer Disciples for Dynamite. Use Heritage, offer it for a 3rd Dynamite, and we just OTK. That was an amazing play. So I told you, our first turn was kind of shit, but our second turn, we have amazing follow-up. That was the amazing follow-up you saw there. So yep, in typical fashion, I'll show you guys the deck profile. For those who haven't seen the other 2 gauntlets we showed in the previous video. So 2-3-3 standard field spell, terraforming diagram, triple demise, triple duality, triple heritage. The only reason I'm going triple disciples is because I am using Pot of Desires. If I'm not using this card, you just go 2 of these and you can just add more strikes or something. 1 Stormfront, 1 for Dragon Soul, Waterfall, just for some added consistency with getting the mons. Sometimes you would get, 10 cards from the deck. You're already drawing 10, but you still have no mons, and you can't win without any mons. You actually auto lose without the mons. So very important. I used to have 3 Judgment, but I decided to go Revolution is over, so you don't pay half your life points. Paying half your life points for this deck is kind of a death sentence in if you don't have like good positioning, right? 2 strikes, which counters like the typical negate boards. You can just flip skill drain, one of your 4 skill drains, and then if he negates, strike, and then the game's in your favor. Triple return and triple apocalypse. No extra deck, of course, so that Monarch's Erupt can take effect. And that's going to be the deck profile. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe if you want to support your boy even more. Links to Patreon down in the description. I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers!